Welcome to EnfinityCast, where we explore the universe from the cosmic to the microscopic. I'm your host, Elion Quanta. Today, we're not looking up at the stars, but down, deep beneath our feet, to understand the incredible dynamic forces that are constantly shaping our planet. And to help us navigate this subterranean world, I'm joined by my brilliant co-host, Solene Vox. Welcome, Solene.
Thanks, Elion. It's a fascinating topic. Most of us think of the ground as solid and permanent, but the reality is that we're living on the surface of a dozen or so massive rigid plates that are constantly in motion.
That's the core of plate tectonics, right? The idea that continents are drifting? It sounds so slow and abstract, but its effects are anything but.
Exactly. Think of it like pieces of a puzzle floating on a sea of molten rock, the mantle. Where these plates interact, we see geology in action. Where they pull apart, at divergent boundaries, new crust is formed as magma rises to the surface, like along the mid-Atlantic ridge.
And where they collide, I imagine that's where things get more dramatic.
Dramatically so. At convergent boundaries, one plate often slides beneath another in a process called subduction. This isn't a smooth process. The plates lock up, building immense stress over centuries. When that stress is finally released, it triggers the planet's most powerful earthquakes.
This is what creates the infamous ring of fire around the Pacific Ocean, isn't it? A hotbed for both earthquakes and volcanic activity.
Precisely. That subducting plate melts as it descends into the mantle, creating magma that is less dense than the surrounding rock. This molten rock then forces its way to the surface, feeding the volcanoes that line the edges of continents, like the Andes or the Cascades.
So these immense geological forces are incredibly destructive. But is there a creative side to them as well? They don't just cause disasters, do they?
Absolutely. They're the planet's primary mountain builders. When two continental plates collide, neither can easily subduct, so they crumple and fold, pushing rock upwards to create massive mountain ranges. The Himalayas are the most spectacular example, still rising today as the Indian plate pushes into the Eurasian plate.
And what about the resources we rely on? I've read that these same processes are responsible for concentrating valuable minerals and even forming fossil fuels.
That's right. The immense heat and pressure from tectonic activity are like a planetary-scale forge. This pressure can transform buried organic matter into oil and natural gas over millions of years. It also drives hot, mineral-rich fluids through cracks in the crust, which then cool and deposit veins of gold, copper, and other precious metals.
It's incredible. The same forces that can level a city with an earthquake are also responsible for creating breathtaking mountains and the very resources that have built our civilizations. It's a powerful reminder that the Earth is a living, breathing system.
A system of both creation and destruction, operating on a timescale that's almost impossible to comprehend. It really puts our own existence into perspective.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for shedding light on the world beneath our feet, Solene.
Anytime, Elion.
And thanks to all of you for listening to EnfinityCast. Join us next time as we continue to explore our amazing universe.